Hello everybody. Hello everybody. It's good to be here, good to be here. I know at the moment, yeah, I haven't been in Australia in a very long time. Or at least New Zealand area, so it's really nice to be here, guys. Really nice to be here. Yeah, so yes guys, so I'm here in Wellington. I'll probably show you outside, guys. And yeah, Wellington, guys, you know, there's an event on today, which is well, it's not the milk run today. It's the spilled milk, right? The spilled milk run today, guys. So I'm here in the Qantas. There's a couple of aircrafts here already, you know, for this event. Yeah, so here's my aircraft right here, guys. Yeah, it's really nice to be here. You know, I'm just gonna set up. Yeah, bro, safe flight. You know, it really lit for me already. Yeah, bro. Yeah. You know, it's unfortunate. You know, I mean, I realized that the timing. My bad. I thought it was actually gonna be a little bit more daytime-ish, with this flight, but it's kind of, well, it's not kind of. It's just nighttime, and I was like, oh damn, I wouldn't be able to see too much day, you know, around too much. We're at 737-800. So yeah, but bro, it's alright. You know, it's alright. Probably in some other streams, you know, we'll get a little earlier. You know, milk run always runs around this time. You know, around 6 o'clock. Well, 6 o'clock Zulu time. Wherever you are in the world, just minus it from the Zulu time. So yeah, yeah, but really nice, really nice. You know, really nice. You know, to be here. Yes, guys. So I'm just looking around. You know, just seeing who's around here first. I'll probably put my camera down a little bit. My camera down, just to move around just a little bit more crisp instead of like very sharp. Yeah, so Virgin Australia, and they have another one here, Qantas. It's down here, and yeah, so we're using live weather today. Well, I'm using live weather, so yeah. It seems like there's an aircraft coming in. Seems like. But yeah, I'm gonna pretty much get ready because I already filed the flight plan and everything. So I'm here in Australia. So in Wellington, sorry, which is New Zealand. So I'm just gonna get the passengers boarded and request a boarding.
Boarding requested.
So I'm not gonna get the I'm not gonna the pilots. You know, the pilot's already on board. So if they ask me. Yeah, because all right. I still feel like it's a little bit too, you know, a little bit too fast. Yeah, I like it a little bit slower. You know, I don't really like to go too fast. Like, you know, like say break the sim. Yeah, guys. So yeah, it's nice to be here in Wellington. I haven't been on this part of the world, like I said, in a very long time. Like,
Do you want to board crew?
oh, there we go. Actually, nobody. So the Virgin Australia is going, and yeah, we're boarding. Yeah, guys. PMDG. You know, you had a love PMDG, man. You know, PMDG is the best by far. You know, like it's just like Explain. It's like Tolis. So it seems like it's just like one, like company just dominating the market. You know, all the time. So. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing some other companies like really having some very good products. And yeah, so just see these aircrafts coming in. Oh, really nice, really nice. You know, the whole lighting and everything on here looks really nice. And I'm using the Wellington scenery at the moment, payware. So all of the airports actually are payware. So I'm just gonna show you around just a little bit, guys, and then afterwards we'll head into the aircraft. So it said
Pausing
open
for
the left.
recording started.
There it is. Okay, so you see you have a terminal and you know, interiors and stuff. So this is Wellington, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna head back into the cockpit, like I said. Prep for departure. Alright. So the baggage, they're putting in all the baggage and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna head inside now, guys, and then get ready. Okay, so first thing first, I already have the power on, so just to get the IRS's one and two, you know, standard procedures. Standard procedure, you know, we're gonna make sure that we do everything a little bit by the books. You know, I'll try our best to, as much as I can. Yeah, as much as I can, I will try. Okay, so we have the lights on. We're gonna get the logo lights on as well. So, and like since I have the IRS, I'm going to get, yeah, a bit outdated, but that's okay. The chats don't really change much anyway. Not too much, so that's alright. I have a company route, so but first of all, let me just get the lights because I realize the lighting is not looking too well at the moment. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so okay, so that's NZWN Wellington, GPS left, and we're gonna get the company route, which I believe I have CB or SCB. I think that's it. Ooh, ignore. Yeah, so sometimes like yeah, the internet sometimes have some issues here in terms of loading and stuff, but that's okay. That's alright. Okay, so I'm gonna activate this since the flight plan is I have a company route, and I'm gonna request the performance page as well. And the passengers are boarding at the moment. I'm gonna get the rest of the lights on, so I'm gonna put this down for now. Get the background lights. One, get background lights. Two, and well, not the background panel lights, and then get the background lights just a bit, not too much, as well as the MCP panel lights as well. So I should be like this just for now. Just gonna make sure that I have both IRSs on. Yes, I do. That's right. So that's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Okay, so 14 passengers out of 211, 213. So this is the flight that we're doing today. I said we, as in like, you know, you guys on board with me here. So yeah, so see Wellington, and right, so let me just zoom out a bit so you can see. Right, we're going right across the ocean today. Pretty long flight today. Call sign for today is Qantas 164. Qantas 164 today. 738. So just gonna get the flight plan here, and you see the flight time is gonna be 3 hours and 15 minutes. Fuel, block fuel of 11038. So I'm gonna put that in, and I'm gonna load, but I'm gonna go into the main 11038. We're gonna put 11038. I think that's what it said, right? 11038, correct. 11038. So I'm gonna put that in 11038. So that's all set. And flight level of 360. Cost index 45 2.4. Let me just double check to make sure all of that is 45. That's all check. And the flight plan, or the altitude 360. So that's all cross check, as well as, let me see, the reserve is also cross check. Brazil 2.3, so that seems like 2.4, so that all cross-checked. So everything is 0 fuel weight is 62.7. Let me see, what is it? 0 fuel weight is not 62. Estimated is at 53. So we have to actually change the payload. So that's 53.0. So I'm gonna go back. Yep. Back and then go into the payload. 53. I'll put 53.0. Alright. So let me see this. And that would give me the takeoff weight of 63,906. Yes, guys, so I'm just waiting for the IRSs to align, which will take a bit of, let me see how long again. About 4 minutes. For now, we're gonna put, like I said, standard operations, make sure everything is all checked. No MALs on the aircraft for now, so that's all good. And since the fuel is on board now, we can put the passenger signs. Ooh, passenger signs to on. So that's all good. Cargo doors is still on. We're going to level 360. Make sure that pressurization is all good. The wing lights, we're gonna put the wing lights on as well, since we're gonna be starting up pretty soon. 343 and 360. The trims will leave everything else off for now. So I'm using this program, which I think you guys know of, is the Swift Pilot GUI. Yeah, with the Swift Pilot GUI, you know, it really, I think it makes life so much better for me. I think you know, we can actually see everything. So I'm just looking at something here for a second here, guys. So just give me a quick second here. Okay. All right. Yeah, really looking forward to this one here, guys. Yeah, really looking forward. So right now we're just waiting for the IRSs to pretty much get aligned, and then I'm online. ATC is online as well, so Wellington. So we're gonna get the and this part of the world don't seem to have much of or like CPDLC, so you pretty much just have to ask them for the clearance, call them, and most of the time. So yeah. So just give me a quick second here, guys. Okay, so just give me a quick second, just doing something, making sure. Oh, alright, here we go. And okay, so here we go. And yeah, just trying to make sure that everything is okay. I don't want my face to look a little too I don't want my face to look a little too bright, which I think it helped me. Right, so I think that's a little better. So I'm looking a little bit better, just a little bit better. A while ago my face was a little too bright. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, guys, but it's nice, you know. So I think this one looks a lot better now. You know, my face looking so much better now. You know, now I can actually relax, and I can see myself looking a lot better now. You know, whereas before it was looking a little bit horrendous. All right, so yeah, just looking at my flight plan right here. Yeah, yeah, so we have a couple minutes. Yeah, just a couple more minutes. Oh, actually, it just yeah, it just went on. So so let me get the departure. The 80s at the moment is runway 34 for departure, and no, departure is runway 9. Finish is 1028, which we're gonna get, and 1028. Oop, I'm gonna change that. 1028, so that's all good. And then I'm said runway 9. Okay, so we're gonna get the departure out of not is it runway 9? Sorry, runway 34. They're saying runway 34. Sorry, and then that's gonna be from the flight plan. It's going to be via Tallinn, but I don't think it has a sit. I have to find out what. Actually, they will let me know. At the moment, it's pretty much good weather. So well, so should get on time. Well, at least a departure. The visibility, no clouds detected. So clear clouds at the moment. So yeah. So I'm gonna just ask them. I'm gonna contact them and ask them for the clearance. And at the moment, it's information Charlie. Yeah. So let me ask them. Okay, so let me ask them now so that you can hear what they're saying. Oh, Wellington. Oh, actually, I have to put delivery 128.2, 128.2, so that's all checked. All right. Oh, Wellington delivery. Good day. Good night. Sorry. Information Charlie. Qantas 164 requesting the IFR clearance to Canberra. There we go.
Hello, you are cleared to Canberra. You are cleared to Canberra. My flight time route. Upload 1 departure. 10 and change runway 34. Squawk 0215.
Can you say back the departure again? Qantas 164.
Qantas 164 cleared upload 1 departure. 10 and transition runway 34. Squawk 0215.
So that's the Upler 1 Papa departure out of runway 34, squawk 0215, Qantas 164.
Qantas 164, correct contact 1219. Good day.
Roger, over to ground 121.9. Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day. Qantas 164. Right, so when we're gonna contact ground now, and it's gonna put the Upler 1 Papa, and he said Tom, right? Tom, there we go. Transition, and we see we have, and we're gonna put the call sign, which is QFA 164, and the takeoff, which we're gonna get set when we well, a little bit later. So for now, the arrival is going to be, let me go back in the Habitat. So this is the flight plan. So we see that we're gonna be having a lot of, I would say, headwinds. Well, not a lot of, yeah, we'll be having headwinds. As you see here, a lot of headwinds here. About 40 knots of headwinds. And yeah, let's see, it's a ETOP flight as well. So a lot of this is just no terms, which I'm gonna talk about more later in the flight. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit more because I have a couple of things to talk about for the no time.
Consequently, 3427
All right. So pretty much getting ready, and yeah, flight level 360 today. And so much to talk about, man. I'm really excited for this flight. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited. I haven't flown on this part of the world for a while, so really excited. I mean, it's a nighttime flight today, night ops, but that's really nice that I get to fly this night ops flight on this event. So yeah, it's the Ultra 1 Papa departure. Oh, there we go. Sorry guys. Just gonna go into the performance, sorry. I'm gonna import from runway 34. There we go. And import from the aircraft for the performance, and we're gonna input the winds as well. So we're gonna get anti-ice off, optimum, so that's all good. And we're gonna put calculate, which is going to give a cell ATM. It says a full length takeoff, flaps 5, and there we go. So it's takeoff, flaps 5. So I'm gonna go back to index performance N1. Oh, performance N1, and N1 is gonna be full in takeoff, and this it says for the cell is ATM, so it's just takeoff. There's no flex and just full takeoff, flaps 5. Takeoff, there you go, and flaps 5. And the trims 4.7, not too bad. 134, 136, 145. Okay, so that's just about one from it. So that can work. Alright, so we're pretty much all set. Yes, we're pretty much all set. So I'm gonna put back on the main, go back to, and put it on progress on this page. So he said the squawk is 0215. 021. There we go. 5. 5. There we go. There we go. Put it on T8. So yeah, we pretty much have everything all set. I'm not gonna put the traffic because we don't want to get radar on, since we have ground crew. Passengers still boarding. So they almost finished boarding. We put the flight directors on for now. And the MCP, which we're gonna get set.
I'm right next to her. Thank you.
Okay. And so yeah, so we're gonna go back to the takeoff page. 146.
Thank you.
146. 146, well, they pass in 146 plus 20 would be 166. So that would be about here. Okay, so based on it, I'll put the winds, I'll get the winds now. And I still have to update the winds for when we get on descent. Wow. This is great, man. Hey guys. So yeah. We're just getting ready for this flight, guys, you know. Oh man, I can't. I'm really excited about this one, man. I'm not gonna lie. So let me see what the chat says. I know this have its own chats, but I'm using JetView chats. Since I've had JetView chats already before my Navigraph, so I just kept using my JetView charts instead.
New Zealand 116, Chris, push and start.
I have the program here. So if you guys, for example, if I show you, yeah, then you see my chats. You see the program running right now in the background. So it's just loading up all the chats all around the world. So once it loads up, then I'll get the I'll get the flight. I'll get the chats for you guys. So just give me a second here, guys. Just give me a quick second here, guys. Okay, so it's loading up now. And NZW, NZ, oh, it's NQW. Is it NQW? NZ, NZWN, sorry. There we go, Wellington. There's your chats. And for the departure, it's going to be the, I said the Alpha 1 Papa departure. And one Papa, I think that's the one. Yes, that's the one right here. Okay. So, but we can confirm still though, just to make sure. Press load. But yeah, we're gonna go back to the departure just to confirm. Up. Alright, so that is up. Alright, so that's, I believe that's the departure, is it? And so the departure, I think is what's to Kobe and then to Uplop. Let's just verify. Press approve, so copy and then upload, and then to Alsace, upload, and then Alsace, and then from Alsace would be going to let me see. Alright, so the transition is gonna be there we go, from upload, then to Alsace, max 250 knots, left turn to hot, sorry. Then left turn track to at rim, cross at rim at or below 100. Alright. So we're gonna go straight out here, then well left, and then continue to hot up, and then at rim. So we have to be at a minimum of 10,000 feet, as you can see, because there's mountain here, which is about 4,000. Is that a mountain or tower? The elevation is 4,000 feet, so we had to make sure that we well clear of that. So okay, so we're gonna get the forecast for the descent to load it, and there we go. Yeah, you know, shout out to my friends, you know, who are always on the network with me, you know, Christian, like Christian and them. I have a lot of guys in the net, especially in Discord. So, you know, we have a lot of, you know, guys here who posting up a lot of, you know, content. You know, he was flying this earlier today. I was flying this earlier today as well. This one. Qatar. Really nice being in the Middle East. And, yeah, so many other guys. Alpha, you know, I was flying this one here. Flying the, I think that's a TriStar. So many guys, you know, in the community, you know, posting a lot of pictures. Really, really nice, you know, that all the guys as part of the community, you know. And I really shout out to all of them as well. And yeah, so it's really nice to be here. So we're getting ready pretty much for departure, which is going to be pretty soon, very, very soon. So all the passengers has boarded the plane actually, so we're gonna close the doors. So I'm gonna go back to FS. Actually, I can just ask for the push and start, and then that would actually give me that will actually close the door. So for now, we're gonna get the before start procedure. So get all the fuel pumps on. We have fuel in the center. Yes, we do. We have fuel in the center, and we're not gonna pressurize the doors as of yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the APU to start. You know?
491 negative was just about to.
Roger, Qantas 491, yeah, would have
Oh, man. Not gonna lie, I really like, you know, the whole I'm just taking a couple of pictures here. Like these are parts of the world that I've never really been, you know. Haven't been on this part of the world, man, in a while, in a long time, you know. So, you know, yeah, it's really nice, you know. Like I said, you know, to fly, you know, this part of the world in New Zealand. I haven't been there, but yeah, I haven't been that side of the world, so I'm gonna get ready to push back. So, if I show you guys where we are right now, actually, I'll just get my ACARS, and then my ACARS will show. Yes, because I fly with a virtual, fly Caribbean virtual, so you know, we do a lot of flights in the Caribbean. So at the moment, we have to push back. It seems like we push back to the right, most likely, and then taxiing left.
Not sure what that means, but
for
yeah,
runway 34 for departure.
basically, actually, yeah, can you just push on to Bravo?
Okay, so I'm gonna get. I'm just loading up my ACARS here.
Roger, Qantas 4901, push and start
And
approach to Bravo,
it's
tail north.
let me see, to make sure that I have the right.
Tail north, Qantas 491.
And let me see. Give me a second here, guys.
Cross runway tree.
Here we go. I was just making sure that I have. Yeah, I have the right flight plan in my Yeah, I have the right flight plan here. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just loading up my ACARS here for this flight. There we go. And right, perfect. All right. All right. Oh yeah. So just like I said, I'm just loading up my ACARS and making sure that everything's all good. And that way now, I wouldn't have any issues at all. Okay. So let me see if it actually gonna load up now. Let me see if it loads. Hopefully it doesn't crash, because I know sometimes these ACARS they tend to have a lot of issues, but they haven't been crashing for me at all, so I would want to believe that it would be okay. And I think I can show you guys the screen here. So this is where we are right now, Wellington, and as you see, this is the flight plan I just showed you. So we're gonna be taking off runway 34 from up here, and then pretty much head on Alpha, runway 34, take off, and we're gonna be going left a little bit, and then most likely coming here, and then I think there's a mountain or tower that they don't want us to actually I think it's over here, is it? Yeah, there's some mountains here, as you can see here, so we have to be above 10,000 feet by the time we reach the Arapa Islands. So yeah, that's what's gonna be happening, but the departure pretty much gonna be taking us over this section, around this section, and then going continuously going left. Alright, so I'm gonna just put it on follow flight so that it will just follow where we go. Okay. Yes, guys. So I'm pretty much fully ready, but he just said a while ago that he's give him some time. So once I give him some time here, then we're gonna get ready for the push and start. All right. I'll take another picture here. Like I said, I haven't been in this part of the world in a very long time, so I'm just taking some pictures here. I know, really, really. All right, so I'm just gonna get the push back. I'm gonna contact ground and ask them for the pushback. I said you're too late for your schedule to release ground power. Yes, I'm gonna release the ground power.
Hello, Captain.
There you go.
We are ready for pushback.
Okay, so the ground power is released, and the PAX is on, and now we can put the APU bleeds
Start approved.
on. So for the door,
Start approved, Aussie 749.
alright,
And
so
sorry, Aussie 749.
interrupt,
Just confirm
push
you're not
back,
connected to okay, 74.
no.
Departure checks completed.
Affirm we are.
Inserted.
Okay, so I have to close the door manually, it seems like, so let me get the doors here. Oh, the door is actually closing on its own, so that's super great, super cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna got to love MSFS. But generally I fly more with X-Plane. I mean, MFSS is it's okay, it's not bad, but I like to really fly with X-Plane as well, because I feel like the graphics in MFSS sometimes like it just deteriorates so bad. It really makes me wonder. But let me just contact them and let them know. Qantas 164, fully ready for push and start.
Qantas 164.
Alright. So yeah, we're just waiting.
Stand you on?
If I remember. Give me a second there.
What stand you on?
I believe that's 71. Stand 71, Qantas 174, 164.
Qantas 164. Just confirm school mode, Charlie.
Roger, with Squawk Mode Charlie. Right, so he says Squawk Mode Charlie. Normally happens when they have this on standby. It happens for some aircrafts, but so I guess he wasn't really seeing me on radar. But yeah, that's okay. Yeah, he wasn't seeing me since I didn't have it on at the time. But now that I have it on, so now it's supposed to be able to see. Okay, so we're fully ready, so let's try to get out of here now. And Qantas 164 Squawk Mode Charlie and requesting push and start. So they just...
Your push and start is approved.
Roger, push and start approved, Qantas 164. Right, so now we can continue the wrong thing. I meant to do the there we go. So we're going to continue pushback. Now we're doing straight pushback. Straight pull pushback. Oh, let's do straight back. And then yeah, so we have to take out the rest of the chocks and everything. Right. There we go. So brakes has released. So we're gonna start the clock. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna start up with the before start procedure is already checked. And so all we have to do is pressurize the hydraulics, make sure that everything is all good. Put a bit of lights in, since we have no lights here at the moment. There we go. And now we're going to put the packs 1 and 2 off. And then we're going to get engine number 2 to start. Okay, so we're seeing N2 is rising. Engine 2 is starting up.
I'll try and make sure not onto Bravo 5, Qantas 1918.
Okay.
Papa Tree, you can.
And I'm gonna get the engine 2 level to start. I'm gonna tell them to stop. Actually, they're gonna do it on their own, so that's okay. But it seems like he's slowing down here. It seems like they know where to stop. I have the labels on, so that's why we've been able to see where or see like around. Yeah. Oh. There we go, because I have it on realistic. So I have to actually put the brakes down on my controls and then actually press the brakes. So that's all good. Alright, so that's engine 1 started. Gonna start engine number, engine number 2 started. Gonna start engine number 1. Engine number 1 starting up. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put up the volume just a bit so that you guys can hear. Alright. Yeah, so the engine starting up 26. Once it's 26, we're gonna apply. Here we go. So here's the fuel, and here are the sounds. That is wonderful, man. That is absolutely wonderful. I mean, I love to fly in MSFS, but I just think that with MFSS the graphics it gets really bad after a while as well. And I think like X-Plane is really nice. Like you can change things around with X-Plane. I think it's really nice with X-Plane. Okay, so both engines just started. So we're gonna get the after start procedure, which is PAX. APU off, and we're gonna get the APU bleeds off. Isolate the isolation valves, put it on auto, and put the probes 1 and 2 on. Just making sure that the yaw damper is coming on. And gen run, okay. Gen 2, that's all good. So both of them is okay, all good. Everything is all good. Oh, we're supposed to put the anti-collision light, but that's alright. Put ground to continuous, and before we taxi, actually, we put the left and right on. So put the auto throttle, I'll arm it, and just synchronize the runway heading. And now we're gonna put the traffic on, and as well as I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, that's the most. Put weather. Actually, I'll put terrain. I mean, there isn't weather in the sim anyway. But put weather. I'll put airport. Leave airport on. There we go. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything set for just after have to just do the controls now. So our brakes. Let me see if I have. Actually, do I have it? Oh no, actually I didn't actually set that in the aircraft. Let me see aircraft. Is it displays? I think it's displays. And I think if I remember, it's either at the way in the back, is it? Is it in displays? You see, yeah, it is in displays. Very good. And the FCS as well. And yeah, so that's absolutely wonderful. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna get full up, full controls, fully up. That's our check. Full down. That's our check. Aileron left and aileron right. Oh, right. Ooh. There we go again. Right. There we go. And that's all good. That's why you have to do the checks, just to make sure everything is okay. So rudder left. That's all check. And then rudder right. That's all good. Okay. That's all good.
New Zealand 245,
yeah, that's all
taxi.
good. Okay. So yeah, so we're pretty much ready for departure. So I'm just gonna ask him for taxi clearance for the taxi. Qantas 164 fully ready for taxi. Alright, so I'm gonna just put the dome lights off as well since we no longer need it. There we go.
Charlie.
Alpha 1 via Charlie, Romeo,
Alpha.
Bravo 8, and Alpha. Oh, sorry. So that's Alpha 1, Charlie, Romeo, Bravo 8, and Alpha. Quanasa 164. Yes, guys, you know, really excited for this one. You know, you can tell that I'm really excited. So I'm gonna get flaps 5, and it's gonna be a takeoff, a full takeoff. So we're not using any press resistors, sorry, D-grids. We're using flaps 5 though. Just making sure that
Hold
the
short Bravo
flaps
10 via uniform New Zealand
it
245.
is getting to 5. That's 2, and 5. So we just did the checks, making sure everything's all good. The hydraulics is good. Everything is good. Hello to you, sir. Hello. How are you doing?
Can you just give me the taxi?
Sorry about if I didn't see the message too early. Just trying to set up everything here. You know, it's my first time being here in New Zealand, and you know, I'm just a bit excited. To be honest, you can tell that I'm excited. You know, with this at the moment. Yeah, so I hope you're having a good time, you know, watching the stream. And do you fly a lot?
New Zealand 116, Quebec,
Do
Bravo
you use
7,
Microsoft or do you
Bravo,
use
Alpha
X-Plane?
10.
It's a question I like to ask a lot of people because I fly a lot on X-Plane. Not much on Microsoft, but I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna go with Microsoft today. So he tell me to taxi, so I'm just gonna taxi now. Okay, throttle forward a bit. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna release the brakes. There we go. Oh, there we go. Alright.
Ground, did you call New Zealand 245?
Yeah, New Zealand 245. You can continue here on Bravo 2.
Okay.
Take your next
Oh.
left onto Alpha. Hold short Alpha
Oh,
11.
there we go.
Bravo 10 Alpha, hold short Alpha 11, New Zealand 245.
So for the taxi, like I said, it's going to be on you said Center Romeo, and then from Romeo is going to be Bravo 8,
Bravo 7 and Alpha.
and then so we're gonna get the taxi lights on as well. Did I put the taxi light on? Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, we don't know go on the runway, so let's make sure that everything is Bravo 8. Alright, I put the APU, not the APU. There's a taxi I had to put on. There we go. And yeah, so Bravo 8. And from Bravo 8, there we go. And then alright. And then Bravo 8, and then we're going on Alpha. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoying the stream, you know. I haven't flown on that part of the world in a while, man. So do you like X-Plane or do you like Microsoft? Like if you guys like whichever one you like, you know, you can probably pretty much comment and put in the group chat. I'll probably put in the live if you want to put in the live instead. There we go.
Tower New Zealand 245, good
Okay, so we're taxiing down.
New Zealand 116, 118,
Okay. 118, that's an 8. Have a good day. That's 164. You are the best.
And New Zealand 249, contact tower 118,
Okay, guys. So yeah, so just getting the next frequency here, and the next frequency is, and he said 128.8. All right. All right. Said join the queue, so okay. So just making sure we don't. Everything is all good. Okay. So that's the corners here.
134, corners 19, 18.
Nice. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. If there was a max, you know, no, I'll be flying more than max though. But
Wellington Tower, good evening. Cathay 101
yeah,
heavy, final
there's not
approach,
more than
runway
max.
34.
So that's our aim.
Tower, continue number 1, runway 34, 1 to depart ahead.
Yeah, hopefully you guys gonna be enjoying.
Roger,
Oh,
thank you, 101 heavy.
what's he doing? Alright, so just a bit of throttle. Increase the throttle. There we go. Forward. Taxi. I like that the taxi, you know, the way that right now with the sim, like, you know, everything's getting a little bit more and more stable. I mean, it took so long, but you know, everything's getting more and more stable, you know, with the sim. So you guys, I can show you my screen. So this is where we're going to Alpha 8. I'm going all the way to Alpha, so we're going to Alpha. We'll go Alpha 11. Alright. Alright. So I believe I have the leads on. Or are they off? So I have to, let me just, oh sorry about that guys. So let me see, the bleeds are off at the moment. Alright. So yeah. So we're just holding short until they contact us and let us know that they're ready for departure. I'm gonna let them know that we're fully ready for departure as well.
Cathay 101, runway 34, cleared to land.
Clear land, runway 34, Cathay 101 heavy.
Okay, so
-164 behind the landing, A330s, line up runway 34 behind.
it's behind the A330 and line up and wait behind the minus 164. Alright. So excited, man. I'm not gonna lie, very, very much excited. Yeah, guys, so you know, if you guys out there and you're watching, you know, do subscribe. You know, really, really nice, you know, for your support. I really thank, you know, pretty much everybody, all the people that I have that part of this support or part of the Discord channel, you know, really supporting me all the time. So I'm really grateful for that, I'm not gonna lie. This is my first time in this part of the world. You know, it took me almost an hour to actually get out of here. Well, I mean, I started with, I had about 5 minutes at the start, so just pretty much just started, you know, setting up, making sure everything was okay. So I'm gonna head outside, see him come in. And yeah, this is Wellington. Pretty dark, and when we get into Australia, it's gonna be dark, obviously. But so many places, things to see. Hopefully I see him. I'm not sure if I will, but all I know is I can. He actually landed, so it's gonna increase further a little bit. He landed, I mean, but probably I can't see him because I guess probably the livery probably just not showing him.
Cathay 101, vacate right when able, contact ground 121.
Yeah, it's not really showing him at the moment, so.
1.9er, Cathay 101 heavy, thank you.
But that's okay.
Cost 164, line up runway 34.
Yeah, so I'm gonna runway 34 cafe contest 164. Alright. Really, really looking forward to this one.
Ground, good evening.
Guys, you know, do subscribe, you know, like, comment, you know, guys, you know, if you're supporting the channel, you know, like, comment, subscribe. Yo, yeah, bro, what's going on? You okay? Yeah, I'm just getting ready for this departure. Let me just make sure that everything is all good. I have to put the trims, which I haven't put the trims yet. So I'm gonna put the trim. So let me just make sure.
Sorry for that.
Make sure everything is all good. Oh, there we go. And the trim is he didn't really tell me if to take off yet, so it's 4.7.
Qantas 164 T8 vacates right. Airborne contact approach 119.3, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
So he said for departure is to contact approach. Roger, departure 119.3, cleared for takeoff runway 34. Qantas 164. Roger.
Kilo 245 after
So-
departing Qantas 737, line up runway 34.
So we're gonna put the
Line up 34 behind the departing Qantas 737 New Zealand.
clock
234.
on. I'm gonna increase throttles. So we're pretty much fully ready. Flaps is 5. The trims is all set. I'm gonna put the landing lights on now, which signifies that we're ready. And we're gonna put the strobes, and then we're gonna put turbo. So we're now ready. Sticks forward. Sticks forward. So that's good. Once we reach 100 knots, then we're gonna remove the forward pressure. There you go. That was 100 knots. We wanna rotate. There we go. Yeah. There we go. And gear up. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. There you go. You see, it's so much mountains here in Wellington as well. Victoria, so many places to see. And we're gonna get LNAV, VNAV, as well as we're gonna get Command 1. And we're gonna go over to approach, which is going to be 119.3. And let me see. Oh, VNAV support. But now the aircraft is gonna pitch down, so I'm gonna contact approach. So approach Qantas 164 has passed 4,200 feet. All right. Yes, guys. You can tell I'm really excited about all of this. As we're gonna get flaps 1. Continue climb to flight level 250, Qantas 164, thank you. Alright, so flaps, we're gonna get flaps up since we pass speeds. So flaps coming all the way up, out of brakes, we're gonna disarm and we're gonna climb to flight level 250. 240. 250, sorry. I believe he said 250. I mean, we can always. Alright, so there we go. Wellington, guys, you know, Wellington area. Yeah, so we pretty much all, you know, everything is all set. You know, getting out of Wellington. I mean, I can always show you guys as well. Where we are, like I said, you know, like I told you, we're gonna pass here, and then you know, we have to make a left turn. I think I said it was either per island, I believe. That's what we're gonna be doing. I think it's over there where we have to be above 10,000, 11,000 feet, I believe. Or somewhere around this area, I believe. But I mean, we're well past it. Anyway, right now we're at 8,006 and climbing. So yeah, 8,006 and climbing. So we're pretty much as you see, it's climbing above it. So yeah, Wellington, I haven't really been on this part of the world anyway.
Wellington
In a
approach,
very long
UK,
time,
New
so
Zealand,
it's really nice.
245 passing 1000.
It's really nice to be part of this part of the world. Like, I just felt like, what? When I saw the event, I was like, oh well, this is the reason for me to fly this now.
Climb flight level 250,
So
New Zealand 245.
so we have to climb unrestricted, since he told me to climb to flight level 250. So I'm gonna get the climb speeds. The climb speed is going to be 304. So we're climbing unrestricted. So once we pass 10,000 feet, which we have, which is 304. So I'm gonna put that just for now, 304. There you go, and we're gonna remove the landing lights. Sometimes you don't really see it. So I have flashlights on. There you go. And I put the flashlights off. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so we're climbing on level change once you get to higher speeds. And I have terrain on, but you can see that we passed the terrain anyway.
164, contact Christchurch, control
123.7, confirm, Qantas 164. I think he said 123.7. We're just gonna check that. Hi, cat guy. Hi again, cat guy. Good to see you again. Very nice to see you. Hopefully you're having a good morning or afternoon or wherever you are. For me, it's night. So yeah. Yeah, I decided to do this flight because I haven't really been on this part of the world in a while, so I'm getting the frequency here. It is 123.7, 123.7. There we go. And I'm gonna contact them. Christchurch Center, Qantas 164 is climbing out of flight level 140 shortly for flight level 250.
Qantas 164 Christchurch control, g'day. Are you able flight level 380?
Standby, Qantas 164. So you're asking me to go to flight level 380. So I'm gonna just check to see if I have enough performance for flight level 380. Max, affirmative, will take flight level 380 if approved.
Qantas 164, thank you. Climb flight level 380.
Climbing to flight level 380, Qantas 164. So he told me to climb to flight 380, so we're gonna change 380 for the altitude, and that's gonna change. Yeah, we have to change the altitude, so obviously we have to update the winds again so that we can get more accurate winds. So since I believe we're climbing out now, we can actually hit the manage, which gonna give us manage. Is it not? Sorry, it's supposed to be holding, but I'm not sure why it's not. I mean, we can still climb out this way if the VNAV is not working at the moment. That's alright. How are you today? Yeah, I'm good, not too bad. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I ain't gonna lie, I really enjoy this. I ain't gonna lie, like being part of this this event here today. Yeah, I hope you're having a good time though. Have you been flying today? Oh, you haven't been flying? Yeah, I flew this morning. I didn't explain 12. I did the I flew from Tehran. Was it Tehran to Doha? Yeah, Tehran to Doha, and that was pretty cool. So I'm really excited now to be in Microsoft. I don't really fly too much in Microsoft because I think it's I've flown so many times already in it now, so it's like I haven't had much time in it anymore. But I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna fly with it today. Cool. Yeah. So do you like Microsoft or you like Explain? And let me ask the question, do you like are you gonna buy the PMDG for Microsoft or are you gonna buy the the flight factor for Explain? That's the V2. That's a hard one for a lot of people right now. Like everyone's like wondering whether they're gonna buy the Explain version or the PMDG because I mean we all know the PMDG is gonna be very expensive, and I think the guys at Flight Factor said that they're also gonna be they're gonna be charging a whole new price, so it's not gonna be like a discounted price like they said. So question now is whether people wanna is whichever one you want. I don't have a computer and Explain. Oh, oh, you're missing out, buddy. Yeah, man, you should be flying some more, man.
Control, G'day, New Zealand 245, 10,000.
New Zealand 245.
Yeah, you should be flying some more, man.
Yeah,
Flying is really nice, man, especially
Flight level
in the
tracing
simulator. Like,
and
it's
are we
really
able
nice.
to
I'm not
remove
gonna lie.
our altitude restriction on the sim?
Yeah, man, I fly all the time, as much as I can.
Unrestricted, New Zealand 245.
So at the moment, climbing out, good speeds as well at the moment. But yeah, I mean, it's so much that you have to learn to be on the network, online network. But once you get the hang of it, knowing how to use the phraseologies and stuff. Because it's funny, like, most of the people I know of, they're very much afraid to be part of the network, like flying on the network. Yeah, I think it's really hard, but I don't think it's that hard. Yeah, I don't think it's that hard at all. So what you gonna, so you just watch videos, that's it? Or you basically do, you try to do something else, I guess. Yeah, most people on here, they're pretty much like, pretty much flying like every single day, man. I have a lot of folks in my Discord, so probably can show you pictures of guys in my Discord and stuff. The amount of, pictures and stuff, every day we be flying different things, different places. I know a lot of those guys, Christian and them, Alpha, so many of the other guys, I know Steph always flying as well. Yeah, pilot, late night pilot as well. Yeah. Yeah, so many different. Yeah. Also, I play Roblox. Is that Roblox? If I tell you the truth, I'm not even sure what that is. Yeah, I don't fly too much. I don't play much video games or stuff like that. Yeah, I do, but not as much as before. Before I used to play a lot. I used to be in a lot of these things like GTX and all this kind of thing, GTA, so many of them games, Wallace and all of them. Yeah, man, I beat these games for a long time ago, man. So I don't even play these games no more. Right now, all I do is like pretty much fly and stuff like that now because like I always wanted to be a pilot. From being an enthusiast to try to be a pilot. So yeah, so they cleared me all the way up to flight level 380. So I'm just gonna check these speeds once again. Mach decimal 79, and yeah, so we're gonna climb. Actually, we have to climb at speeds 304. Let me see if it's gonna work. There we go. It actually works now. See, so now we're gonna pitch down a little bit to just get the speeds for climb. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. What other games do people play? That's a very good question. I mean, so many guys, even guys right now. I think there's somebody right now in my Discord. I think he's playing something. Well, he's on Valanta, but so many other guys they be playing so many other games that I've never seen before. I'm like, what game is that? Yeah, I used to play. Yeah, I used to play a lot of games, man. But like flying plane now is like something that I really see myself in a career. But I think what I'm trying to do now is actually an S1 controller now for PR crew. So now for now I'm just flying the planes, and then afterwards like I would then afterwards I'd probably try and do a little bit more controlling afterwards.
New Zealand 249, climb to flight level 340.
So no, we don't want to be seeing much anyway right now since it's nighttime. I have the airports.
New Zealand 116, climb to flight level 320.
Alright, I have the
320.
airports on, so just to give me some guidance to airport. So let's see here, just to know where the airports are in the event of any emergency. We have airports. Yeah, man. I'm really excited for this one. I'm like, but yeah, guys, you know, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, you know, will be very much appreciated if you subscribe to the channel. You know, so many other content. You know, follow my other content as well. I have a lot of different content here that I try to do. So, yeah, I have more content to make actually. So, yeah, guys, would be nice. Yeah, man, you know, I have so much content. I have so many content and things to create, man. The other content I have, you know, to do is more or less towards PMDG or flight factor and stuff like that. If you go on my page, you'll see a lot, but you know, I really like the support some of the people have given me. You know, over the past months, 2 months. You know, so thank you guys for, you know, subscribing. All those who subscribe as well, thank you very, very much, and I really appreciate all your support. Yeah, but I haven't flown to Australia or let alone New Zealand in a very, very long time. So it's nice to actually be here flying around, you know, like, you know, seeing how it is. Yeah. So at the moment we at 31,000. So we're going all the way now to flight level 380. So I'm gonna put altitude into intercept, which we're gonna be going up to altitude 3. I'm gonna put level change. It's gonna be altitude. Yeah, Qantas 164, climbing to flight level 380. That was for 491. I thought that was for me. Sorry, guys. So put altitude intercept, and I'm gonna go back on the VNAV, and then now you're gonna change to the speeds for cruise flight. So the winds, I'm gonna put the winds which is in the forecast, and it's is it the forecast winds or the leg winds? Oh, it's the leg winds. Right, and then afterwards going to update that uplink the winds, which I had updated from my I had it sent in my Simber from the Simber downloader. Alright, so we're gonna go to forecast, which is the descent, and we're going to brush load, which is going to give us a little bit more updated winds since we're climbing to flight level 380 and not initially, which was flight 360. So that's FMC management, yes, guys. So yeah, it's gonna get a bit more music here, and yeah, really much excited, really excited about this. I know flying, especially flying to Australia. I guess what I could do is so you guys can see where we are right now, passing over this section, and I think is that some mountains? That's some mountains here. and then we'll be going into the Auckland radio for the position report. So if I think for the I have to actually, because I know there's a procedure that they use here for so give me a second. They use a certain way that they do for the call signs in terms of calling for the oceanic. So I'm just looking at it here, so I can see how they actually say, because I mean it's different than the Pacots route, which is Australia, going to like America. But this is pretty much just across the ocean here. So I think it's based on just saying where you are and the timings that you're arriving at each location. So yeah, and alright, so I'm just looking at it here, and it's going to be they say that you're going to say the current waypoint, the point that you cross, the flight level, the Mach decimal, your next waypoint, an estimate for that point, and then the waypoint after. So yeah, that's the format basically for that. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot though. I mean, it is a lot, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I feel like I need some coffee, especially for this flight, which I feel I'll probably get probably in about 10 minutes. Yeah, get some coffee. But yeah, I have. So when I'm ready, I'll let them know what it is. So when I reach the ocean, which is not gonna be too far from now, top of climb is coming up, not too long from now as well. Yeah, so when you're ready, then we're gonna be doing that. Alright guys, so yeah, we're just gonna be climbing out, and then so I'm just gonna try and see if I can get some coffee here, guys. Well, I can't really step away right now, so but I think I'm coming up very soon to so I will have to stay here and then afterwards ask them for the clearance. So just give me a yeah, so I'll just fight it out for a little bit. Alright, so back in the cockpit, arriving the top of a climb, and then he's gonna get me to the ocean pretty soon. Hey, how are you going? Yeah, everything's okay so far. Well, I mean, a bit tired, I'm gonna lie, I'm a bit tired. But you know, doing these flights, it's a lot. Not gonna lie, it is a lot. How are you? How are you? How are you? Do you fly a lot? And if you fly, like what SIM do you use? That's for Pixel 1920. I like X-Plane 12. I mean, even if I fly in Microsoft, I like X-Plane 12. Yeah. A bit tired, I don't know, like I probably need to get a drink. Well, you can't get a drink on the network because you know that's not allowed on the network. So you can on the the VATSIM network. And that's in the rules, yeah. So you can't really do that. Yeah, MFSS on the Bay 146. Oh, I actually need to fly that plane. I literally need to fly that plane. Yeah, I need to fly that plane. But I literally haven't. Yeah, I literally haven't. But I really need to fly that plane. I'm just thinking of when I'm actually gonna get it. Because I know like landing into New York's London City, sorry, London City, has the bay, and I think the Embraer, I think is a 190. Normally comes into London City. I haven't flown in London City in a long time. Back in the FSX days, I used to fly with the yeah, with I think the E jets, and try to see if I can yeah, land into New York City. I used to use the PMDG sometime. It's a tough plane. Yeah, the Bay 146. Yeah, it looks difficult though, like the way the cockpit is and everything. But actually today somebody asked me about the Felis, because I did a previous flight today. They was asking me about the Felis 146. This Felis 747, sorry, I said 146. The Felis, yeah, it's old school cockpits and stuff like that. And I think like I want to get back to like more old school type of than more automated stuff. So I'm actually gonna have a new series coming up on the network, on the channel, and that's gonna be called Visiting Africa, and that's gonna be with the DC6. I learned the systems in the DC6 for a very long time, like almost a year, and I'm pretty well versed into a lot of the systems and everything for the DC6. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use that and do a lot of flights in Africa. Seeing around Africa and stuff like that. So with the old, pretty much old layout and cockpits and stuff. So yeah, the B146. Yeah, I really need to get that aircraft and start to do more of these flights, because I know it's more or less a short haul. Even if it has 4 engines, it's it's a short haul commute aircraft. So I really need to get that. You can wait for the Afro RJ. It's a B146 mixed with a 737, as the autopilot is taken from the 737. Oh, well, I didn't know that. Yeah, like I actually need to get that aircraft. So I think I will. I probably would make a note of that actually. So let me get the B146. Yeah, so I'll try to get that aircraft, because I actually wasn't really thinking much about that aircraft. I have the PMDG as well, the PMDG, the 737, the 600, which is pretty much a baby version. But I haven't really flown much in it, not to like short destinations. I remember when I was back in the days, I actually went from London to Manchester, and that was in a Boeing 737-600. What's your favorite aircraft to fly? From X-Plane or from X-Plane or from Microsoft? X-Plane or Microsoft? Is that for X-Plane 12?
Papa Delta Charlie 172 with you on 123.7.
Papa Delta Charlie 172, thank you. Page Davy 7 Bravo arrival, runway 05 right.
Clear Davy 7 Bravo arrival, runway 05.
I'm assuming you mean X-Plane. Oh, any plane. Oh, okay. Well, to be honest, I thought it was gonna be the tallest, and the reason why is because like with the tallest you have all the performance, everything. Before, back in the days, I had to be doing a lot of paperwork and making sure that I have the performance and all that kind of stuff, because I wanted to make sure I take off from the airports and stuff. But now with the tallest now, it's like you can actually use all the performance charts, take off, landing, and I don't know why the other airline companies and them, they don't do the take off and landing performance calculations out of the aircraft, but for now I would say the aircraft I would fly the most at the moment, I would say it's definitely been like in X-plane, and yeah, I fly a lot more. I think I fly a lot more with the A320 at the moment, but that's a very hard one. Which one would be the one I like the most? At the moment I'm actually flying a lot with the Max, and I really love the Max, not just the Zebo one, but the Max design ones. So I fly with that so much more in the X-plane. Yeah. So for X-plane for sure, I like the Max, even if it doesn't have the. Oh, they're calling me now, so give me a second here. Qantas 164, go ahead, sir.
Qantas 164 at Tannen, contact Auckland Radio 129.0 with your position report. Bye bye.
Roger, at Tannen, over to Christchurch Center. Controls 129.9, have a good day, bye bye.
That's 129.0.
129.0, have a good day, Qantas 164. Yeah, but my best plane for sure in Microsoft is PMDG for sure, because with PMDG, obviously it has a takeoff and landing. I have the Phoenix, but I'm not really into Phoenix. Yeah, I'm just pretty much not really into that at the moment. And yeah, I'm just not into the Phoenix at the moment. It's just too much. I mean, probably when I learn more of the systems and stuff, then I'll probably fly with the Phoenix. So which one is your favorite one as well? I'm assuming it's the Bay 146. I'm just taking a lucky guess. Okay, so Tanim, Christchurch Center, Qantas 164. So we just passed Tanim. I'm gonna make sure that we're on the frequency. Christchurch Center, Christchurch Radio.
Station calling Auckland Radio, call sign please.
Qantas 164.
Qantas 164, Auckland Radio, hello, pass your position report.
Roger, Qantas 164, the current waypoint pass. Current waypoint pass, Tanim was at flight level 380, at time 0735 Zulu, and that's Mach decimal 789 or 79. Inbound at the moment is Sasro, time 0825 Zulu.
Qantas 164, Roger, copy, Tannen 0735, flight level 3. Just confirm the level, flight level 380, and you estimate Cesro 0825. Valcues. Next, standby for your cell call check, and I just need a confirmation of your flight level. Standby.
And Qantas 164 circle check is received, thank you sir, and that's confirming flight level 380.
Qantas 164, thank you.
Alright, so just give us a. It doesn't mean because we get a the circle check, it means that you're gonna remove from a frequency. You're just gonna stay there, and it just means that you have a circle check over the ocean if in case VHF radio craps out. So you still have a secondary way. You know, they can call you on circle, and then it should be like a HF radio frequency, but obviously we hear this part of the world right now, they're not really simulating that right now. Yeah, but obviously across the pond and stuff like that, they actually simulated the HF radio as secondary and primary frequencies for in case anything happens. Oh, somebody else. They just pinged somebody else. Yeah, you said the Cessna 310. Is that Cessna? Also flew around the world. Oh wow. Do you fly in real life or you fly in the simulator? Yeah. Yeah. Do you fly in real life or you fly around or you fly around in a simulator? I've done a around the world once, and I did that with the I think it was the MD11. Yeah, that was with the MD11. So I'm gonna do that.
If you just hear tones over the HF radio, that won't be for you.
Oh no, sorry, I meant the simulator. Oh. Yeah, the Cessna 310R. Oh, okay. I'm not too sure which aircraft that is, but I mean, my friend, today he had the PA-28, and you know, he was flying around with the PA-28 today. His name is Christian. So yeah, he was flying around with the PA-28. I mean, I can show you, yeah. Yeah, so you know this aircraft here, so yeah, yeah. It's a really nice aircraft though, the PA-28. It looks really nice though. When he told me he was gonna fly the PA-28, but yeah, was the 310R? I'm not too familiar with this aircraft. Yeah, but this aircraft looks really nice. Yeah, the 310 is a twin 6-seater. So is it like the twin otter? Is it like the twin otter? Actually, I can probably just like check it out myself. So let me see. The A310R. Oh, A3. It's a Cessna, sorry, I said A310. Cessna 310R. Oh. Oh, so it's like a Beechcraft. No way. Oh. Oh, that's really nice. How long did that even take you to do the around the world with that? That must have taken you a really long time. That means you fly a lot. You fly a lot. Yes, a piston very slow and a low flyer. Yeah, the thing is, well, I'm gonna get the volume down. So give me a second. Let me put their volume down a bit so now we know, and so that we can actually you know, chat a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so that's the ADC frequency down a bit now, so we can listen because they have me on circle. So if anything, they can ping me and then I'll hit. I'm pretty loud on my side if they want to get me. Yeah. So yeah. So how long did it take you? How long did it take you, like, to fly with the 310R, man? About a month. Started in Melbourne, Australia to Canada, around the globe. There was actually, like, I don't know if I'm a nerd or something like that for that, but I remember back when I was flying like in FSX, and yeah, it was more like FSX. I did the same flight that the guy a guy did crossing the Atlantic in a Cessna. So I flew from, if I can remember, it was it Goose Bay, and then going up to Beckwith Latter. I can't remember the name of it, but it's up in Greenland. Is it Greenland, Iceland? Iceland, Greenland? Right, and then connecting from there, going into if I remember, his next flight was to Ireland. Right, and then from Ireland, yeah, from Ireland, then he went into his destination in Europe, which I think he was headed by Switzerland. So yeah, and actually I tried to do it. I did it up to Ireland, but I didn't do the last leg. But yeah, I was a nerd for that, for trying to do that. I think that was super cool. Like actually, like flying to this, like these type of routes. I got trapped in the Iceland. I got trapped in Iceland because of the weather. Ooh, not nice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's a bit bad. Yeah, that's a bit bad. But yeah, I don't wanna get trapped in Iceland, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I actually the aircraft that I had was actually one of the Cessna. It was a Cessna, if I remember back when I had the FSX. Some of the aircrafts I bought, and it was a pair Cessna, so like the weather was like the piston and thing. You have to actually have the coil flaps and all these things, like the carburetor. Um, and then I had some performance issues, like actually getting in Iceland, Greenland, Iceland. Yeah, yeah. So I can understand, man. Like like when it coming into like these very cold destinations, flying around, like one of the things I find is very hard is like when your aircraft is like, for example, like a Cessna in South America, when the performance is really not that great. So a time we did a group flight with me and the guys in Discord, and yeah, I have a Discord server. So for you guys who don't know, I have a Discord, and yeah, so from South America, like the elevation was high, and like trying to take off in these remote places in South America was very, very hard, man. Very, very, very hard. Like barely could have taken off from the ground, man. And it's nice that they simulated the aircrafts now. They like they really simulate real life conditions and stuff like that. So like it's nice that they're updating a lot of the aircrafts to have to be able to be more or less really well, instead of like it being more stagnant, because a lot of the planes are like they operate just normally normal conditions and stuff, but it doesn't really which is why I don't really like too much of. I mean, even if I have, for example, like the fly-by-wire, the 320 Neo, I have the Phoenix and all of them. It's like I don't want that you have to set failures, but it would be nice if you actually made if you did something wrong, that it would actually fail or something. For example, like if you speed too fast with like the A320 or something, like your flaps will actually break off. Like, you know what I mean? Like simulate like real life conditions instead of like program failures or something like that. And I think that's the thing that with this simulator they really need to get sorted out. But X-Plane for sure does that. Like there is blackout if your aircraft is not pressurized. So the simulator is really nice there. If your aircraft is not pressurized and you're going too high, you start to see the blackout. If you put the setting on, obviously. What's your favorite airport to fly in and out of? For sure, favorite one for sure would be in America. Definitely would be Boston. I fly probably 90% of the time in Boston. KBOS, whether it is with Microsoft, whether it's Flight Tampa, or what I'll explain is SFD Boston. Right, short final designs, Boston. Boston. Anything that has to do with America is Boston. And I mean Boston have on the network, like Boston have an entire like I would say like VATSIM America is like Boston in a way. Like Boston is always online every single day on the network, so I'm always in and out of Boston. When it comes towards Europe, obviously it'll be more like Frankfurt because or Gatwick because they're always online as well, and they also do PDC, CPDLC. I have a software actually. I can show you guys that I have. I did a video on the stream. Not on the stream, sorry. I did a video content showing standalone software that I use. So I'm gonna get it for you guys here right now. So I use a standalone software. Where is it? Vast. Where did I put it? Easy CPDLC, that's the one. And I can actually show you guys what it is. So if I put it on, for example, so you're gonna put your copy and then press connect to your CPDL, your VATSIM CID, and I can press connect, which going to basically tell me that Simbrish is okay because I have it sent. And with this now I can actually get either 80s, Meta, and yeah, for example, if I want to get the 80s for Wellington, I can press 80s, and it's supposed to send me back a message here, message from the server, and you see I got the 80s currently for Wellington. So if your aircraft doesn't have CPDLC, you can use this program, which I have on my on my channel. Yeah, I have a tutorial, a full tutorial on how to get this program running and everything. And you can also do so many other things with it as well. Pretty much all the other things. Request departure clearance. The same things you can do. Request oceanic clearance. Same things like everything in an actual plane. You can do with this program here. Once you're connected to the CPDLC of the controllers, then you'll see request and report. So you can request to either climb or descend, change direction, whatever. You said Sydney only has 80s at the moment, even though we are moments from the event. Alright, so you're flying today as well? Actually, I will go and get the 80s. Let me get the 80s for both of them actually. Get Tilex and get the 80s for Canberra, and then I'll get the other one for Sydney, because from that's Canberra, and then I'll go to Canberra, then I'll go to Canberra, sorry, I said Canberra. Yeah, from Canberra, then Canberra, then I'll head to Sydney on my second leg. So that's the plan. So you see it doesn't show, so that means they don't have 80s at the moment for Canberra. But I'll put Sydney, which change here and put Sydney %, and that's going to show me it's gonna get the 80s. Let me see what the 80s is in Sydney. There we go. And the 80s in Sydney is at the moment information India, runway 34 left for arrival, departure 16 left, opposite direction, parallel ops in progress, winds are 30 at 8, 10 kilometers, few clouds, 3,000 feet, temperature 23, so it's pretty warm at the moment. And QNH is and high pressure 1021, so it's pretty warm, high pressure. So hopefully, you know, we'll get some good weather for the night. Yeah, hoping to do Melbourne to Canberra with the ATC, picking up Canberra to Sydney. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. So probably you can message um, your call sign on the network. You can put in your call sign on the network, and then I'll look for you. I'll look for you on the stream, outside of the stream, sorry, and then see where you're at. Yeah, so that's a program that I use, guys. Easy CPDLC for when am I not using an aircraft that when I'm using an aircraft that doesn't have a CPDLC. So obviously Tolis has CPDLC and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like I want CPDLC as well as takeoff performance, landing and takeoff. I don't like the idea of generic takeoff and landings, because what if you take off with wrong speeds or something like that, and then you know all the effort you put in towards setting up plane and everything, and then you just don't take off, then you just pretty much just wasted your time. And then you have to go and start back or something. I mean, it happened to me so many times back in the days. Like I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna want to do all that manual calculations and all that, and then end up like hitting some object or something like that. Especially knowing that the climb performance and that. So yeah, so that's a program here, but I'll get back to that. I'll leave it in the background though. Yeah, I'll leave it in the background, so we'll get back to it soon enough. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm actually going to do the as well as the whole SAS, as well as the whole SAS thing. I'm going the SAS, which is for the PMDG. Sorry, yeah, for the PMDG, that DC6. I'm going to do that flight from I think it's Scandinavia to JFK, right? Back in the days, they used to do that flight way back in the days. I think with some stops using the DC6. So I'm gonna be more vintage. So I'm gonna go back to the vintage. Oh, so it said fuel. So the fuel in the center has completed. Actually, the procedure, you have procedures to do when it comes to fuel pumps. I think if I remember, they put the pumps to continuous and then put the fuel center pumps off, and then you yeah, so there's so many SOPs that people don't even know of when it comes to certain things. I mean, but obviously when you learn a lot more, then you get to know. You say most study level aircraft have a takeoff and landing calculator. The Inibil's A300, the Phoenix A320 has CPDLC, but yeah, it's definitely lacking in the simulator right now. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I totally agree, man. I agree. Yeah, I know. I think it's they need to have more. I think they need to have more. Definitely more aircrafts that more aircraft that have more of this the takeoff and landing. Obviously in the PMDG we have takeoff and landing, so that's pretty good. I mean, even if it's not a full EFB properly, but it's good enough, and I think I like that about it. Doesn't matter if it's not all of these other fancy things, but once it does the job, that's good enough for me. And I think that's what they need to do more of. DC6 is the GOAT. More range than the 737-800. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wanna. It's so hard because I've crashed the DC6 so many times. I mean, thank God I was an actual pilot. But I'm gonna get on that topic just now. I remember the time is at 08:25. Okay, so we still have 25 minutes. Yeah, we still have 25 minutes anyway. Yeah, so get back to what you're saying now. The DC6, yeah, the DC6. Um, I crashed a couple times with the DC6, but then it was nice to actually figure it out how to use it properly. So it's like now I think I'm at that stage where I use it without the assistance of the the food, well, you know, the automated person that actually handles the engine first, the everything else as well, the engineer basically. Yeah, I think the DC6 is really nice, man. Like I do a lot of things with the DC6, like the controls, the whole, you know, you have to manually do your fuel because it's not a it's not a study not study level, sorry. It's not like automated like now the aircrafts right now these days, but it's nice to go back to old school, back to the days where it's just not necessarily VOR only, but you know you basically can you change your engine first, your you know, the pitch of the aircraft, the pitch angle and all that kind of thing, because you know it loses a lot of power very fast. um yeah, and also like the engine gets wear down, like if you have it on realistic settings, you know, it gets worn down, sorry, pretty rapidly. So um yeah, so that's something that I really like, that you know it's so much more challenging, you know, it makes me want to fly, like, you know, it's but a lot of this, I mean, it's obviously safer to have these automated aircrafts right now, um obviously, because you know safety is always priority. But you know, a lot of people like the vintage life back in the days when, you know, used to be in a DC6 smoking your big joint, you know, big cigar in your mouth, like, you know, like, oh, a big cigar, and this kind of thing in your mouth. You know, guys have their big shades on and enjoying life, you know, back in the days, man. You know, real big business and all that kind of thing going on. But I mean, obviously nowadays, it's more safety wise, because you know you want to make sure that you don't crash, because there's so many aircrafts right now, which is why, if I can remember, I think from 20, was it 2020 that they have CPDLC mandatory in the United States, or actually is it part of just the United States, or I think it is compulsory part of yeah, I think it was compulsory part of the United States to have the CPDLC and data link. And I think for the GA type of aircraft, they must have ADS-B2, if I can remember the specifications that. Yeah, I think that was the FAA, right, correct. That was the FAA guidelines for aircrafts in the US. So based on obviously certain categories, the aircrafts must have a CPDLC and all of that available for different categories of aircraft, and based on, like I said, the categories, they'll have ADS-B2 or something like that, if I remember. Yeah, that's to do with being able to see aircrafts come in and out. So the it's not like old school like before, where it's just like piston only. Now they want you to actually have a way to actually know the aircrafts coming in and out of the airspace. So a lot of aircrafts are retrofitted with either Garmin, either 3000s or stuff like that, to be able to with the obviously the um the ADS-B ADS-C and all that, to be able to one is in and one is out. So there's probably as a trade in the cockpit. Um, um, oh, there's probably an ashtray in the cockpit. Hmm. Yeah. Um. Hmm. Play DC6. Um. I mean, I know a lot of the systems and a lot of things in it. But it's hard though. Like it's really hard to actually know the whole all the systems and everything. Um, like inside out, like completely inside out. Like there's a manual, like the PMDG manuals was extremely big, and you know you have to read through all of that, like to really. I mean, obviously people look at the tutorial and stuff like that to just know how to run the plane, but like getting to know where different things are in the plane and how to use certain things in the plane, like knowing how to, for example, feather the engines and all that without shutting down the engine. I tried to feather it once and I completely shut down the engine. I tried to slide back and just couldn't slide, you know. But you know, doing that is not as easy and stuff like that. So, um, yeah. So, just give me a quick second here, guys. I just want to use the bathroom just to pee. So, yeah, just give me a quick second. I'll be back. Okay. Yeah, the pilot. You know, obviously the pilot would tell his co-pilot, "You have controls," and then, yeah. So the co-pilot would then take controls. And then obviously the pilot will do some, whether it's the briefing or reports or whether it's some just flight camera video or whatever, or go and get food or whatever. So I'm just gonna tell him, you know, you have control. I'm gonna pretend like he's there, you know, say you have controls, and then I'm gonna go and use a wee wee. Yeah, so I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Alright, so yeah, I'm back. Yeah, just had to do a little wee wee there. Getting a little bit closer towards the next waypoint. So Yeah, but we still have some time for that, so yeah. Yeah, man. Still have some time before we reach the next destination actually. The next waypoint. Yeah, so yeah, really looking forward to actually, doing this entire flight and yeah, the second leg as well too, because I mean it would have been nice for me to see it in the daytime. But I'm using lifetime at the moment. Feel like I need to get some coffee. Probably I should have just from the toilet. I should probably just go and get some coffee as well. So yeah, because like I said, actually I had to tell the pilot, I have controls, but oh, it's starting to get to me here a little bit. But some coffee should bring me right back up to speed anyway. I did a flight today. Yeah, I'm hopping on the VATSIM right now. SFD. What call sign is that? Oh, Skyforce. Oh, Skyforce. All right. Well, I'll look for you. I'll look for you for sure. Yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna get some coffee and come back because I'm getting a little bit disoriented right now. Alright, so I'm back. Well, I just pressed the button, so that's why that happened. So, yeah, I just pressed the wrong button there. Yeah, guys, I'm back, Alright. So, yeah. Alright. Alright. So, yeah, it's nice to be back. I have my coffee here. Uh, and we're getting a little bit closer towards the destination. Towards the point, the next point for us crossing the ocean. Not too long, but I have my coffee right here. Mountain Peak. So if anybody asking, that's the name, Mountain Peak. All right. Yeah, this is why I tell the captain I have controls. Well, actually, he will still have control. I'll just because I'm drinking my coffee, so you still have controls. Yeah. Definitely needed. I mean, if you look on the policies, for VATSIM, they'll tell you about no drinking, stuff like that. So that's some of the rules because they don't want you to fall asleep. If you fall asleep half an hour, then they're gonna send you a message, that dreadful message saying about either ban or either yeah, kicked out of the network temporarily for some time. I remember before they gave me like our last strike, but they sort of redeemed me, and because I messaged them and let them know. So X, Y, and Z, whatever the reason was at the time. So I'm pretty much back. Yeah. But I actually have to go on iVeo. I have my iVeo account, which is deactivated for a very long time. But eventually I'm gonna go back. I actually realized that iVeo now, after so long, never been on iVeo. I'll show you guys something. The pictures, in the screenshots. I see that they did something with iVeo. Right here. The way it is now, it's like they say all military flights are prohibited over the entire region of Ukraine. So it's like they'll have no terms that you just have to listen to, and yeah, be guided accordingly and stuff like that. Because saying basically users violating the iVeo rules and regulations can be subject to a suspension issued by the network supervisor or authorized administrator on behalf of the executive council. So if you're part of the network, be very, very mindful. If they tell you that you have to vacate that airspace and stuff, you have to vacate. So it's really much, they try to get it to pretty much like real world and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, so I'm using this program. I have my tea here, but I'm using this program. I'm using this program called Pilot Swiftly. Just got my clearance now. All right. Yeah, I'm looking for you I'm looking for you here, and you're the Sierra Foxtrot Zulu. I actually use SimAware as well, because like with SimAware, it's more real, like the sweeps is pretty much like every second, so like you can actually see the aircraft actually moving where they are, where they're actually headed and everything. Whereas other stuff like Fantastic and other softwares, you can't really see exactly where they are. So anyway, and I think that's a bit of an issue. I think. Don't worry about it. No. Yeah, just gonna have a look, just see what's happening. Seeing how it is on the network at the moment. I mean, you would expect like this to be very busy anyway. You know, I always used to fly. Like I said, back in FSX days and stuff like, you know, New Zealand, because I love flying into Auckland. I love flying into Wellington. I love flying into what's the other one? Queensland, which is very difficult approach in Queenstown. Queensland or Queenstown or Queensland. Yeah. So I'm just looking at New Zealand, Australia right now. Yep. Very, very busy. Very, very busy. That's for sure. Yep. Let me see. We'll go next side. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of aircraft here, man. There's a lot of aircraft going from Wellington. And yeah, so let me see. Sierra, Foxtrot, Yankee. And the thing I like about this flight aware as well, you can actually know where the aircraft is, whether they did the pre-departure clearance and all that kind of stuff. So he in a B462 going from Canberra to Sydney. Canberra to Sydney. Canberra to Sydney. And I have him right here. Nice. Canberra to Sydney, here he is. Yep, here he is. And at the moment, Sydney, Canberra has only 2 aircrafts. And yeah, so he's at the northern. He's at the northern. Yeah, he's at the northern terminal. Yeah. So I'm getting close to that second waypoint that we have to pass over. Ah, wow. Yeah. And there's only 2 aircrafts at Canberra at the moment, but Tower is online. It is as well. Yeah, Tower's online. It is there as well. So I can actually use my CPDLC, the easy CPDLC program, the software that I have, and I'm supposed to get the ADIS for Canberra. So I'm gonna press send. So now we know I have for all of them. In the event a controller goes offline, which shouldn't based on the time right now. Info message from server, and here we go. We have the so Canberra right now is runway 35 and 30 for arrival and departure. So arrival is 35 and 30 for arrival and departure. So wind is 340 100. Visibility is 5,000 meters. Rain, heavy rain, clouds, and scattered at well, that's scattered at 2,300. Scattered 4:1. Temperature is 13, so it's cold. Pretty cold. It's really cold. Yeah, really cold, and it's going to be let me see. QNH 1023, so it's still high pressure. I know generally high pressure, I mean, always it's, always tends to bring more, like, you know, less clouds and stuff. But you know, it just means the air molecules are expanded a lot more, so it's gonna bring a lot of humidity and stuff like that, you know. When it's colder, obviously you get colder air. But you would expect once the temperature drops with the hot, so that's cold air mixing with the higher pressure, which gonna cause a lot of erratic reactions and stuff like that. So we're gonna get clouds building when it comes in this situation, generally speaking. Alright, so we're reaching the second point, Sasro. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, reaching the second point. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put up the sounds from my client here. So now we know I'll hear what they're saying. I'm not gonna put it all the way up, but probably about here should be okay. Alright. So I'm just gonna ask them to do the position report. Auckland Radio, Qantas 164 position report. I mean, it's supposed to be
Qantas 164, Qantas 164, go ahead.
you see you ready to copy the position report?
Qantas 164, just stand by one.
Roger. Right, so yeah, so we're just doing a position report again for the second line.
Qantas 164, contact Brisbane Radio 12465 with your position, thanks.
Alright, so we're going to Brisbane Radio. Over to Brisbane Radio. Did you say 124.65? Qantas 164.
Qantas 164, that's correct, thank you, have a great flight.
Thank you, sir. Do have a good day too. Bye bye, Qantas 164. Alright, so that was being really nice there. Like, yeah, so over to Brisbane Radio, and then we're gonna be telling them about position report that we're doing. And so I'm gonna ask them, Brisbane radar, Qantas 164 with position report.
Qantas 164, Brisbane Radio, g'day, go ahead with yours.
Qantas 164, overflying Sasro, flight level 380, time at 0825 Zulu. Inbound at the moment is Velco. That's a Velco at time 0858 Zulu. Mark decimal 79er.
Qantas 164, thanks, just report next passing.
We report next pass in Qantas 164. Right, so the next passing would be the next, basically next 13, is that 13 minutes, or 13 is at 0858 Zulu. So at the moment it's 0829 Zulu. So not too far, it's 206 nautical miles. And yeah. So we're getting there, slowly but surely we're getting there.
New Zealand 116, just past Sazro at 0832. New Zealand 116, New Zealand 116, Brisbane radio, g'day. Exit primary on this frequency, negative, secondary, stand by for some.
Brisbane Radio, New Zealand 245, just crossed Sazro at 0832.
New Zealand 245, New Zealand 245, Brisbane radio, g'day, it's primary on this frequency, nil secondary, stand by, submit. Actually, disregard negative sound, how are you? Sorry, just saying position reporting it.
New Zealand 245 is position Sazro at 0832, flight level 360, Velcu next at 0904, then plugger.
New Zealand 245, thanks, report next passing help.
Velcu, New Zealand 245.
Positive,
South Calvin, New Zealand 249er.
New Zealand 249, thanks, report, corrections, go ahead with your position.
Thanks, New Zealand 249er, position, Sastro, time 0832, flight level 340, estimate Belku, time 09er, 04, plugger next.
New Zealand 249, thanks, report next passing.
Wilco, New Zealand 249er.
Brisbane Radio, New Zealand 116, would you like me to report my time to Belku?
New Zealand 116, Delta, if you wish you can, I can just report passing Belgium.
New Zealand 116, 0903, Zulu for Belku.
New Zealand 116, thanks, just verify on that one.
New Zealand 116, 320.
New Zealand 116.
Brisbane Centre, Jetstar 147 Delta with you.
Jetstar 147 Delta, Jetstar 147 Delta, Brisbane Radio, g'day, since primary on this frequency, Delta secondary, standby for Austrailia.
Have received Selkel, Jetstar 147 Delta.
Jetstar 147 Delta, thanks, go ahead with your position.
Jetstar 147 Delta, overhead Gibbard at 0838 Zulu, flight level 330. Next, Watgu at 0917 Zulu at flight level 330, then Tomar.
Jetstar 147 Delta, thanks, report passing. What good?
Report passing Watgu, 147 Delta.
1, passing Plugger, connect Brisbane, Centre 129, correction 130, base.
Passing Plugger over to 130.1 at velocity 121. See you later.
So, velocity 512, velocity 512, Brisbane.
Brisbane radio, velocity 512.
Velocity 512. Passing Plugger, connect Brisbane, Centre 130, base.
Passing Plugger, contact Brisbane Centre 130.9, velocity 512. Brisbane radio,
Just at 2 stations, everyone's just try one of those ones, please. Minus 162, Brisbane radio, g'day. Steps primary, this frequency, negative secondary, standby, south.
Thanks primary, this frequency, negative secondary.
Minus 162, thanks, Jared, for the position.
Minus 162, cross the sun around time at 40. LQ 0911.
Minus 162, thanks, report next to Valley.
Brisbane radio,
Sorry, Kiwi call signs calling Brisbane radio to say.
Brisbane radio,
Minus 1922, Brisbane radio. Go ahead.
minus 1922, this position, LQ time 0843, flight level 320, estimating Plugger at 0911, bring me next.
Minus 1922, thanks, report next to Plugger.
Order Plugger,
Kiwi 5.
Brisbane radio, LT 746, position report.
Station close down. Kiwi 572, Kiwi 572, Brisbane radio.
Brisbane radio, Kiwi 572.
Kiwi 572, you able to give me your departure time and please?
You are very quiet on Howie.
Kiwi 572, Brisbane radio, able to give me your departure time out of Wellington?
Departure time would roughly be 0711.
Kiwi 572, thanks, go ahead with your position report.
Past Says Road at time 0838. Flight level 380. Estimating Belku at 0911. Plugger next.
Kiwi 572, thanks, report next to the correction. Next to Valley.
Brisbane radio, plus 491, crossing Velku, Plugger next, estimating 0914.
Alright, station calling now, wasn't ready to receive your position report, just say your call sign only.
Minus 4901.
Minus 491, can you go ahead with your position report?
Minus 491 position report, crossing Valku, plugger next, estimating 0914. Still there.
Minus 491, just to verify passing Valky time 46 and estimating plugger time 2.
Crossing plugger 14. Minus 491.
Minus 191 page report next plugger.
Brisbane Radio, Aussie 746 position report.
Aussie 746 Brisbane Radio, g'day 6 primary, this frequency nil secondary. And your cell count is invalid, go ahead with your position.
Copy, and Aussie 746 is position 39 south 63 east at time 0845. Flight level 340, estimated bulkhead at 0937, Tonham next, Aussie 746.
Aussie 346, thanks, report next at Bulkhead.
Aussie 746.
Brisbane Radio, 148 heavy with position.
Minus 48, heavy Brisbane Radio, g'day 6 primary, this frequency nil secondary, stand by for cell count.
Minus 48 positive cell count.
Minus 48, thanks, go ahead with your position.
Minus 4A was overhead Sacra at time 49er, flight level 360. Estimating the Vilku at time 22. Plugger next.
Minus 48, thanks, report next cell.
4 next Vilku, on 4 next. Brisbane Radio, Clinton Papa, 3.
Minus 553, go ahead with your position.
Clinton Papa, 3 is position, Vilku time 0 and 50. Plug level 360 estimated. Plugger at 0917.
Jack, minus 553, can you say your times again?
Sure, Clinton 553 pass Velku at time 0850 and estimating plugger 0917 X.
Minus 553, report next plugger.
Discharge 147 Delta, leaving flight deck approximately 5 minutes. We'll notify on return.
147 Delta.
Brisbane Radio, Qantas 19018, system report.
Qantas 19018, Brisbane Radio, go.
Qantas 19018, system Velki at 0851. Flight level 300, estimate Flugger 09018, Razi next.
Qantas 19018, thanks, report next one.
Next Flugger, Qantas 19018.
Qantas 64 at Kiwi 3658, in turn passing Plugger, contact Brisbane Centre 130.5. Aussie 535, Brisbane Radio, g'day, exit primary, this frequency, Bill, secondary, negative sound house. Go ahead with your position.
Aussie 535, destination south at time 0851, flight level 400, estimating code through 90919, show the next.
Sorry, Aussie 535, second.
Aussie 535, destination Saxor at time 0851, flight level 400, estimating gold crew at 0919, London next.
Kiwi 3658, Brisbane Radio.
Brisbane Radio, Kiwi 3658, this is direct Resi and over.